Extortion used to be an enforcer's game, hitting up merchants for spare change. Today, the stakes are higher. You already know the basics. Find the small store and rough up the owner. He'll pay you what he can. It's not much, but every little bit counts. Here's the important part, though. Once you control a place, it acts as a front. Fronts can launder money earned from your rackets. Each one you control gives you a bonus to your entire income. To get a merchant to play along, you gotta pressure him. Slam him into a wall, throw him through a window. Maybe smash up his store or rough up his customers. Sometimes you have to show him who's boss. Just remember, it's only business.
How come you decided to make a sequel to the first game?
Because there's a natural sequel from Godfather 1 to Godfather 2. We had a lot of fans who really liked the game, and we actually got great scores from our fans. And we had actually one of the highest percentages of EA in the last 10 years, people saying they wanted a sequel to the game.
I know all about it, Paulo.
Look, I'm telling you the truth, Dominic.
I trusted you, and you sell us out?
You lie. I did no such thing.
You're wrong.
My arm!
You're wrong. I never lie.
So what is your personal favorite thing in the new game?
My favorite thing in the new game is the sensation of being a Don. And the feature that really brings that to life is the Don's view, where we take our 3D action world and we allow you to zoom back out. And we have now a 3D map of the world with a strategy layer. So you have a sense of like what all the other families are doing in the game. And you can call up your family inside that view and decide if I want to upgrade this guy, I want to bring this guy in my crew to go attack that family over there, or if I want to send those guys over to a different location. And then I zoom back into the action game and go do that experience. Bringing those two experiences together is really unique. And it's really fun as you're playing the game. You start out, you're kind of learning how each one of these things work, and just something clicks in your head, and all of a sudden you get this sensation like I really have these resources at my disposal, and you start playing the game in a different way. And what's really fun for me is when people who are playing the game, they describe, they just played it for 4 hours and they go home or they're doing something else, and constantly creeping in the back of their head, they're thinking about what they're going to do the next time they get to play the game, and that's the hook you're really looking for.
So was there anything from the old game that you wanted to change or bring back or make totally different?
There's a mix, right? So some things that we really wanted to bring back was our Black Hand experience, our fighting experience. We thought we were kind of the best in the genre at that last time. And we tried to make it better. And one of the things we did is, when we first did that, we had lock on and then use the stick to fight. We tried to be subtle in, hitting northwest, your stick, and northeast, you would do right hand and left hand. Really hard to actually have that kind of finesse on the stick. We found people just kind of button or stick mashing. So we said, let's move the stick controls to the triggers. And all of a sudden now you really have much greater sense of, I got my right hand with my right trigger and my left hand. So you have a greater sense of control over your character. You can pull off combos more easily. We have more executions as we had last time, where it was fan favorite, both by hand and with your different weapons. And we added this middle layer called pummels, which are just some really cool moves you can pull off on somebody jamming into the stick.
Are you crazy? Fuck, what the fuck was that?
That was business. Come on, let's go. We got places to be.
So what is your personal favorite thing to do in the game when you're playing it?
There's two things. One of the things I love going back to the Don's view and sort of making a choice to have my guys go out there and having them successfully do something offensively for me. It's a really powerful feeling when you've just spent time increasing this guy's attributes and you send two of them off and they successfully advance your family. The next thing that's really fun to do anytime you have the opportunity is when you get to do some of the cool executes. Probably one of my favorites to do in people's reactions, if you have a bat and you're getting close to somebody, you get a chance to wail on them a little bit and that execute button comes up, press it. You'll enjoy it.
And you, of course, are a non-violent guy.
I'm a non-violent guy. I get to get it out inside my games, and then I can be a nice guy out in the real world.
Are you ready? Good. Let's go to work.
I love this job.